Good morning, everyone. Yay, we have power. No, we didn't lose power at all. I just checked my phone to see that I'm live. Take a minute or so. You're probably not seeing me live yet. I shall just keep going in and out. There we are. All good. Got my volume down. I might just zoom in a tiny bit or straighten my camera a tiny bit. I think I need to go that way. Not sure. I've got a new iPad a month or so ago and it's a little bit bigger than normal. Say hi if you're watching. Hello Sophia and hello Lynn. Nice to have you on. Might just zoom in a little bit. Not too much. I've got a new background as well. I think I used this one last week. There we go. It's a little bit straighter. Good morning, Marianne. Or afternoon for you, yes. We hardly got any, well, we got a little bit of wind last night. We got constant rain, but not overly heavy. And we're all good here this morning. The grass is sitting up nice and green. We did have a post from our local councillor on Facebook this morning to say that the cyclone has veered away from the Logan area, so we should be all good. I'm looking forward to going back to normal. We've got stuff, not stuff everywhere, but I moved my laundry trolley inside, which normally sits outside. I've got stuff inside. I was supposed to have a workshop tomorrow, but I postponed it just in case. Hello, Carol. Glad to safe and hope your friends and family in Queensland are safe too. As far as I know, everyone that I know so far is safe. My brother lives on a canal at Mermaid Waters and they had a lot of wind. The canal, the water came right up at the canal, but didn't flood, only came up to the jetty where he is. And he's down on the Gold Coast, so he's all good. Good morning, Belinda and Joyce from Canada. Thanks, Lynn. Now we're just praying that on stage will still go ahead. It may affect some people. I know a friend of mine is coming up from Sydney on Monday. She's supposed to come and she's supposed to fly. I found out this morning she's flying into the Sunshine Coast. So hopefully, because the flights were cancelled, or not cancelled, but maybe postponed, I'm not sure. So yes, hopefully on stage will go ahead, even if there's there might be a few people that can't get there, and hopefully Stampin' Up will do right by them and either give them a refund or some sort of credit or something for their money. Hello from Holland, Audrey. Nice to have you on. Thanks, Heather. I have never felt threatened, I suppose you'd say. Maybe if it had sort of hit a little bit, you would be a little bit scared. I kept thinking, we've got a spa in our ensuite, quite a big spa, and I thought, oh, well, I can get in there. They tell you to get into a bathtub. We've got a bath in the other bathroom, so hubby can get in that one and I'd get in the spa. But we've got spare beds there. We can grab the mattresses off, but I think the main thing is that your roof doesn't blow off or there's any sort of major damage. We don't have any, well, we've got gum trees a few blocks over, but I think the bloke next door would cop that, not us. They're fairly tall, we might cop the edge of it, but we haven't got any big trees around near us that would fall. I did watch the news last night and there was a big gum tree that did fall on a house and just demolished the house, which is sad. But we don't have anything like that, so we're all good. And Lee's from Adelaide, yes, we have never had a cyclone come this far south in Australia. It's normally up around Townsville and Cairns, so I think I've said hello to everyone. Joyce from Canada. Yes, all good, and love to have everybody on this morning. Very nice. I'll tell you a little funny story while we're waiting for a few more. I recorded a YouTube video yesterday. It's a special card, and it will go up on my channel tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Monday. My normal videos go up on a Monday morning at 9, so it's one worth watching. But I did the video, and then I always watch it back before I upload it to YouTube. And my camera arm, or the arm that holds my camera above my desk, there's a little knob thing at the end that holds it steady. If I don't do that up, it moves, my camera moves. And I was watching the video, it was really good to start with, and then I could see more of my lap and my lap and my lap, and no desk, and I was just face down into my lap, and you don't see it until after you've watched it back. And I was so annoyed because the card it didn't take a long time, but there was lots and lots of pieces. I went into my hubby, and I won't tell you what I said, but his response was, well, why don't you write notes of what you got to do before you start? Smart man. I used to, but I think I know what I'm doing now. Anyway, the only thing I could do was delete the whole video and start again. So I had to cut all the pieces again, which I cut a different pattern. So now I have 3 of the one card, but it filled in the time of day. So it will go up tomorrow for viewing. Not tomorrow, I keep saying tomorrow. I don't know what day of the week it is at the moment because we haven't had... Hubby's been home from golf, which he normally plays golf 5 days a week, and he's been home, so I don't have a clue what day it is. But anyway, it'll go up on Monday, so keep an eye out for that one. It's a really special one. Thanks, Michelle. It's not a difficult one. It's called a curtain fold card, and there's a few different ways. You can do your curtain down this way or up that way. It doesn't really matter. Now, because I'm uploading, when I'm finished today, I will upload it to YouTube, so that way it won't drop off. I'm still doing them as lives because on YouTube, when you upload it to YouTube, you lose all the comments that are there, and that's the most favourite part of doing my lives, that I get to chat to people while I'm doing it. So I will do the live, upload it to YouTube, but I want to go through what I do on my YouTube videos. I always go through all my details because a lot of people don't know where to find things. So I know everyone in my group probably does by now. So I'm just going to quickly go through these. I usually introduce myself, which everyone now knows. My name's Laura Stranks, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Going to on stage on Thursday, hopefully. I live in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. My Facebook page, and I'm not sure if all of you are aware that I have a Facebook page called Cards by Laura. There's no request to join that. You can just go in and follow that page. All I post in there is all these cards that I do on my lives, the ones I do at my workshops and classes, and any other projects that I just do throughout the day. I always put them up in my Facebook page. If you're watching in here now, you're in Laura's Craft Room Tips and Tutorials. So that's the group you've joined. All the PDFs for these will be in the Files tab. I did pin the measurements for this one this morning into the Featured tab, and I will also pin the video in there, but I'll also upload it to YouTube so it stays there forever, and then you can watch it. If you've got any friends that want to join my group, just be mindful that they need to answer 2 questions. One, why they wish to join, and that they agree to the rules. Some people are inviting people to join the group and they're not letting them know that they have to answer those 2 questions. They will be rejected. Sometimes you don't see the questions on the device you're on, so you need to go onto a different device. If you're on your phone, maybe go to an iPad or a laptop or something like that. But you must answer the 2 questions. You will get a notification back to say why. why you weren't accepted. Be sure to do that. And my YouTube channel, which if you're familiar with YouTube, it's called Creative Gems. I'm up to well over 5,000 now. I hit 5,000 subscribers not that long ago, and it's going well. And I also hit 21,000 members plus in this group, Laura's Craft Room Tips and Tutorials. So that's going well as well. Who else have we got? Amanda, hello. Yes, thanks for joining me. Oh, it's an hour later for you down there. My friend from Sydney that's coming up here, she messaged me at, well, it would have been about 8 o'clock her time, but it was 7 o'clock here, and I was still in bed. In this weather when it's cool, it was nice and cool and a little bit of rain. It's nice to have a little sleep in, so I did this morning. Good morning from Kadina, South Australia. Carolyn. Yes, we are safe, all good. And the cyclone is going somewhere else at the moment. It doesn't feel like it's a cyclone, but I'm glad it didn't hit here. I'll put that aside and we'll get started. I have had a lady comment on my YouTube channel lately that she can't read my measurements, but I will make them bigger next week if you can't see those. But these measurements will be in the description box on the YouTube channel. They're also on the PDF in the Files tab, and they're also in the Featured tab on the that you can see in there, the post I put up the other day. So I don't think there's any excuse not to be able to find the measurements. And I've also printed the instructions on the back of my piece here. So what you will need, it's called a curtain fold card, and there's lots of different ways of doing this. This is my version. So we have our base. This is in Blackberry Bliss. The paper I'm using is the Regal Flora, I think. Regal Winter. I think it's retired now. I'm not sure. It was an online one, and I'm pretty sure it's now retired, but it's real pretty, and I'm trying to use some of it up. I've got lots of it. My base, 8 1/4 by 5 7/8. So this is a standard Australian measurements, but you can cut it down to imperial, not imperial, metric if you want to, where you do the 5 1/2 height. 4 1/4, I think it is, by 5 1/2. You can cut it down and then just adjust all your measurements on that. But for this one, we're doing Australian. My mats are 5. Oh, this one here. It's the back one. Now, this one here, I did the green, and I didn't emboss it, and I thought, oh, it looks so plain. I don't know why I didn't emboss it, which I did with this one. It's just with a little flowery pattern design. I'm not sure which one that is, but there's plenty of patterns that you can choose from. It's 5 5/8 by 3 7/8, and I've just done the white. This one, looks nice with the dark colour background. Now your DSP, which is patterned paper in Stampin' Up! Terms, it's 11 inches by 4 inches. So that's that piece there, and we're going to score and cut and fold that. And then you need 2 pieces. One is going on the inside. I think, yes, I've decided to put one plain one on the inside. I'll show you this other one in a minute. Oh, I'll show you now. This is a piece that I cut off this original piece, and I just put it inside. So you can do that as well. But this one, I've cut 2 of these, 4 1/2 by 3/4 of an inch. That's just in the coordinating colour. What have I done? Oh, we need another mat, which I haven't cut, which I will in a minute, just for the inside of white piece. That's that one there. I'll cut that in a sec. And some scrap white for greetings and decorations. And that's all those little ones there. So I'll cut the other mat when we get to it. Who are we up to here? I've done Amanda. Christine Johnson from Canberra. Thank you. And Jenny, hello. Good morning from Debra. Nice to have you on. So I'll put that aside. You could have taken a screenshot of that if you wished, but I'm sure you'll find the measurements elsewhere. Actually, I will cut this other one now so that we're not stopping in the middle of the next piece. Always managed to miss one piece. I was more intent on cutting or embossing the front piece instead of letting it plain. So it's 5 5/8 that way by 3 7/8. That measurement is always in my head because I know it's the first mat. And then you just go down 1/8 of an inch, a 1/4 of an inch, 2 sides all the way. So that one will go inside. Now, the main part is this here. And you will need a pencil and a ruler. I've got my bigger ruler. Good morning, Christine. Christine Connolly. Good morning, Jenny. Nice to have you on. Now we've got a pencil and a ruler. So no, they're both fairly dark. So you may not see where I'm putting the pencil mark, but I'll read them out to you. On your short sides, I'll just double check my measurements. You need to put a pencil mark at 2 inches on both ends of the shortest side. So it's 4 inches wide. So I'm just putting a pencil mark at 2 inches. You can do your scoring first or your pencil marks first. I prefer to do the pencil marks first and then the scoring. So, and then this way, we need a pencil mark just on one end. Now, if it's directional paper, you need to do it on the bottom of it. This one's not directional, so it doesn't matter where I do it. But it's this cut here that we're concerned with now. So if your direction paper is running up and down this way, you need to put your pencil mark on this bottom edge here, not the top. But this one doesn't matter because it's not directional. It's 11 inches long, and you're only doing this on one side. You need a pencil mark at 5 inches and at 6 inches. And we'll show you the cutting on that later, but we're going to do some scoring first. Now it's at 1 and 1.5 inch increments all the way across, and we'll start with on the long side, and it doesn't matter which side, which top or bottom. We'll start with 1.5. So your left edge is on 1.5, and you're going to score. That's the first one. And then 2 inches. So that's a 1.5 inch and a 2 inch. And then all the way across. Don't go too heavy on your paper because it's a lot thinner than cardstock and you don't want to tear it. And then another, so it's 1 inch and 1/2 inch all the way across. So that's my 1/2 inch. And then that was at, where am I? 2 inches. And then we go across a 1 inch one. I hope I'm not confusing everybody. That goes to 3 inches. The first score is at 1.5. So, and the end one will be 1.5. After that, you've got a 1/2 inch section and a 1 inch section. So the next one, that was at 3. So the next one will be 3.5, which is a 1/2 inch. All these score marks are written in the PDF. And then an inch one, which takes you to 4. That was at 3.5. Yep, 3.5. Then an inch one is 4.5. And then 5 inches. And that is where the pencil mark is. I can see my little pencil mark here. So you should have one at the 5 inch mark. And then the next one will be 6 inch, which there's another pencil mark. I'll just open out this thing here. So that's 6 inches. And then 6.5, so we're back to the 1/2 inch one. 7.5, which is an inch one. And 8, which is a 1/2 inch one, a 1/2 inch away. And 9, which is an inch away. So they're 1/2 and 1 inch all the way across. And then 9 1/2, which is the 1/2 inch, which leaves you 1 1/2 on the end. So each end has got 1 1/2 inches. And then, I don't know if you, oh, you might be able to see them there, the scores. So they're all little 1/2 inch score marks all the way across with 1 inch in between the halves, if that makes sense. Now, we shall, I shall fold first. Now, I've got these in a particular order. Some people prefer to start from the middle, but it can get confusing which way you're folding. So I went from one end across. On this one, I've put that you cut first, but I'm going to go down to the other one. I'm going to cut afterwards. So fold and burnish from left to right with the cut edge at the bottom. So where my pencil mark is, that's my pencil mark there. So I'm putting that to the bottom, and this is my left edge here. I hope everyone's following my instructions. And we're going to start with a mountain fold. So that one will go backwards. We have mountain and then valley. I'll burnish them later. And then, hang on. Yeah, mountain, valley, mountain. Mountain, valley, mountain. Valley, valley. So we've got a valley and a valley. I think that's right. Mountain, valley, mountain, valley, valley. So you've got 2 valleys together and then 2 mountains together. So we've got mountain, mountain. Don't worry about if you're not following me at the moment. It's written on the PDF. So that was mountain, mountain. And then we have a valley and a mountain. Mountain, mountain, valley, valley, sorry, valley, 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 and then a mountain. That's a valley and then a mountain. You'll see it'll work out eventually. They'll be the same on both sides. And then a mountain and a valley. It may not make sense to you. If you want to start from the middle, that's fine. Now I've got one wrong there, that one there. That one should have been, no, that one's correct. Excuse me while I just figure it out. Just go by what I've typed up. That way there. And I've got mountain, mountain, valley, 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 valley. Valley goes underneath and the valley goes underneath. So just a little bit of fiddling here. I had it right the other day. Valley, 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 mountain, valley, mountain, valley, that way. That's it. So just go by, and I'll show you what I've done here. So up here, I've got that you do your cut, but I'm going to do the cut afterwards, so you can swap these two around. Fold and burnish your score lines from left to right with the cut edge at the bottom. It doesn't really matter which, because we haven't cut it yet. So the cut edge, we'll just make sure we do the right edge to cut. Then we've got mountain, valley, mountain, valley, valley, mountain, mountain, valley, valley, mountain, valley, mountain. So follow that and you'll be right. Just make sure you get them in that order. And you'll see you've got the 2 winged pieces on either side. They both match, and then you've got this panel up the middle. Now my cut piece, my center piece, where I've put my pencil mark, if I can see them. We'll open this back out. They're my pencil marks, so that's the bottom. Maybe we should probably cut from the beginning before. Do this the other way around if you wish. So where my pencil mark is, there's a 5-inch and a 6-inch pencil mark. You're going to cut from that pencil mark up to, there's the pencil mark at the side here. Just make sure you're cutting so the direction, you want your pattern running that way down. So your that there is at the bottom, that here is at the bottom. Maybe if you cut first, you haven't got all these folds, but I think we'll be okay. I seem to change sometimes. Put that in there. So I've got the pencil mark there and this pencil mark here, and I'm going to cut that off. If you want to use that, it's best not to fold it first. Do your cuts first if you're going to use this. I should have done it the other way around for you. Then you can use this on your inside if you wish. At the moment it's got all folds on it, but that's okay. I'm not using it for that today anyway. I should have gone by my directions. Go by the directions. So there's my other pencil mark. That was the 5-inch and that was the 6-inch. And I'm putting that, that's the 2-inch pencil mark there, and up here is the 5-inch. So I'm putting that down flat and we're cutting that off. So you'll end up with that shape, whatever that shape's called. It'll be a curtain. Jeannie, you're a little confused. Just go by the PDF and you'll get it right. These fall back into place then. A mountain, if no one knows what a mountain is, a mountain, when you fold something, a mountain comes up like a mountain, like that sort of fold, and a valley is down in here. So that's mountain, valley, how it works. And it should look like that. Thanks, Beth. Good morning, Annette. Me too, Jeannie. Follow the PDF. You won't get it wrong if you follow that. And watch the video again if that helps you. So you'll end up with that, and you'll see these little green pieces down the bottom here, which is the same on this. 1, 2, there should be another one over here. Which I've got 1, 2, 3. There should be another green one over this side, that way. I'll double check my instructions. So you've got 2 little green, little under pattern pieces on that side and 2 on that side. The last one was a mountain. I'll just tell you. Yes, that's correct. So the last one here was a valley and a mountain, which is correct according to my instructions. Just make sure it looks like that. If you want to take a photo or a screenshot, but you can go back and watch the video. That's how it should look. And that will sit on my card there. I know it sounds confusing, but once you fold it once, you'll be fine. Do your cut lines first. That was the 5 and the 6-inch pencil marks, and this was the 2-inch pencil mark at the side. So do that cut across there first, and then do your folds. And this piece, these pieces that you cut off, will end up flat with that. They'll have the score lines on, but that won't matter. But they won't be all creased like that. So that's that. Hopefully you can work it out. So you need your background piece, which I've embossed. This is going to sit on here, and I'm going to put this piece level with the bottom, and it's going across there. You'll have like a 1/2-inch piece overhang here. That's going to be flipped down underneath. But what I'm going to do, so it all holds together while I do that, I'm going to get my tear and tape, which I thought I got it out. No, I didn't, but here it is. I'm going to put a strip of tear and tape across this just to hold it together. And it can go right up the top because it's going to get covered with that other. Hold it together and put it across there like so. That just holds it together while you're putting it onto the card. And then we'll put a piece on the back as well. I'm not gluing any of the bottom pieces down because I like it to sit up open like a curtain, which is the whole purpose of the card. So put another piece across the back this will all get covered with that cross panel. Christine, oh, keeps cutting out. Facebook keeps kicking me out of the live. Okay, that's probably what you're talking about. Belinda, that must be Facebook. If anyone else is getting cut out, let me know. But it will be, it'll be in the featured tab for 30 days, but the YouTube one will stay there forever, so you can go back to that. That's a shame. So those are nicely stuck down. Now we're going to put this across here. I can take this back one off so it can stick down flat. Just need my... Is anyone else cutting out? Just the two? I'm hoping. Facebook a pain sometimes. I'm centering this across this way, and it's that middle section there is level with the bottom of the mat. And I'm trying to just eyeball here so it's in the center, and we can push that down like so. So it'll be stuck on there. I know it's stuck to the board. Now these here, I'm going to put another piece of tear and tape down this side, both sides, so we can fold that across. I hope the folding, just practice, cut a piece of just copy paper and practice your folding on that rather than on your paper, your good paper to start with. But even if you do fold it wrong, you can refold it the other way. It's not going to hurt. So these will fold across, get them nice and tight across there and push them down on the sides. So that just secures it, makes it nice and neat down the edges. You could cut them off, but this way you get a nice neat side piece here. That's that. Then we can put on, I'll take the front off this, the tear and tape off there. One of these little strips will go on here. Now I'm going to make sure it covers that tear and tape there, so it doesn't matter where it goes. Sort of center it on there, across, get it a little bit more centered, Laura. I'm not putting it down because it's got glue at the back. And then you can fold those in as well. They'll hold onto the tape that's already there. So that's the cross piece. And then we can put that onto the front of here, like so. Everything's all put together. You have been really busy putting lights. Yes, thanks, Beth. I've gone back as far as September. If anyone does want any more, if they've found one that they particularly want in the lives, let me know and I'll go back and do that one. It's not a difficult process. The girl that came, I was grateful that she came over last Sunday and showed me how to do it. It's just time to upload and download, or download and upload. The first one I did, I was sitting there watching it and I thought, oh, I haven't got time to do this. But you know how long it's going to take. It probably takes about 10 minutes. The first upload is quite quick, but then the download to YouTube, or upload to YouTube, I don't know which way it goes, that takes approximately 10 minutes, 10 to 15, depending on how long the video is. So you really have to make sure you've got other things to do in the meantime and not sit there and watch it, because that is a waste of time. So it's not too bad. I could get up to 6 done in a day, in between other stuff, so it wasn't too bad. So that's the front of my card. Now I'm just going to put this one inside. There's no writing or anything on that one. And I'm just going to put this across. I'm going to wrap the edges under on this as well, I shall put some glue all across the back of that. I've got my silicone mat. I've been trying to use the silicone mat. Thanks, Annette. You're okay. Wendy, you're late, but that's okay. You can watch the replay. So yes, it's not a difficult process. I did take notes when my friend was here, and I typed up notes so that I made sure I had them forever. But after the first couple, I didn't need my notes. I was doing it correctly anyway. I always take notes. My daughter told me that. Mum, write it down, because if you do a few and then you don't come back to it for 6 months, you forget what you've done. And at my age, I can forget easily. So if ever I do some more, I'll have the notes there if I've forgotten what I've done. I'll just leave that aside, and we shall put some glue on. Oh, we won't leave it aside. I just watch, so I've got, trying not to get glue on my new backboard here that my hubby nicely cut for me. I bought a big piece and it was way too big for the space, so he cut it down. I just didn't like how the grid paper before was just in one space, and you had to try and, it looked messy for me. Thanks, Lena. Good morning, Jenny. You can go back and watch the replay, and as I said earlier, I'll upload it to YouTube as well, so it's there forever. I've had one lady on YouTube going through trying to do the cards, and she's been a little bit annoying, but I was polite. I don't think I've ever had one like that before. I'm just going to burnish this on the side, which I don't think I did right at the beginning. Where's my bone folder? Just down here. I don't mind those colours. I've got some of these little flowers. These are all out of, the greeting was out of this Magnolia Mood, my happy birthday there. And then the Regal Flora, this is the bundle that goes with the paper, and I've just done this little flower here and die cut them out. So I was going to put them, I'm going to put that up there, and I've just got these to go up here like so. Actually, I might put them just, I've done way too many for what I need. I might just put them up there. Excuse me. I'll put those there, and then I'll put some in. I don't like the end of the sticky bit showing, so I'll put some embellishments on the ends of them. I'll just put all those up there like so. Oh, I know what I was doing. I was putting a couple down here. It's over a week ago since I designed this one, so I might leave that one off. It needs 5, but we might just pop it under there. We can get that right up the top. That will do. I shall put some dimensionals on the back of this. Thanks, Lena. Carol, yes, I did. There's a group of what I call young ones, but they're all my daughter's age, who is 50-something, 50 plus, and I still call them the young ones because they've been friends since they were at school together, and I've always called them the young ones. And something came up at the wedding. Oh, someone was looking where someone was sitting, and I said to, it was Marie actually, my daughter, she said, where's so-and-so? And I said, oh, sitting with the young ones. She said, Mum, we're not the young ones anymore. We're all over 50. And I thought, well, I still refer to you as the young ones. So, yes, they all told me. That one's not cut as well, so I'm going to leave. Yeah, I won't put that one there. I'll put that one over there. And I said they were all going to get up and dance. But there was only 2 of them, my daughter, myself, and another girl. We were up dancing quite a bit. So, and it was a beautiful wedding. It was up at, I don't know if anyone's been up there, to Tambourine Mountain, the Glades it's called. Beautiful place. Outdoor, we had the best weather. It was quite warm, but no rain, and early evening got like a little bit cooler, and it was lots and lots of fun. One of the bridesmaids got up and made a speech, and we were all just bawling our eyes out because they've been friends for, I don't know, 10 or more years. And where did I do with my other one? I've lost one. Probably went to the floor. Don't know where it went. Oh, there it is on top. So, yeah, her speech was a little bit sad, but then one of the groomsmen got up after her and he lightened it up a bit and told us a funny one. I went up to him later and I said, I loved your speech. He said, well, we needed a bit lightening up because it was so sad with the one before. And the bride and groom, the groom, when my granddaughter was walking down the stairs, he was bawling his eyes out. And I thought he would. He's a real softie. And then I think I will put this one up here because it looks odd with just 4. She had to walk down a set of layered stairs, and then the last piece was across, like a little trickle creek thing across, and it was like a bridge across this little trickle of water, and her veil got hooked, not hooked, but went through the water, and it was just clipped into the back of her hair. She had her hair up, and it was a comb into the back holding the veil, and because the water took the veil, it got so heavy with the water, it just pulled the veil straight out of the back of her hair, and the bridesmaid quickly came over and fixed it all up for her, and I'm going to pop that one in there. Yeah, so that was a bit of a laugh. We fixed it up. But lovely, lovely vows that they did. Yeah, it was so special. I've got some photos, the ones I posted. I'll post some more. I had to wait until I got the okay from my granddaughter to post anymore. I'm going to put some embellishments on this. But yes, it was a beautiful day. We stayed up they have little cabins and huts and accommodation up there, so we stayed overnight. Lucky we did. Normally I'm not a drinker, but I had quite a few wines that night. I was so tired the next day. Not used to dancing, I think. But yes, beautiful day. And then I've got another granddaughter. Her wedding's next year. In July, which is freezing cold. Well, for me, it's freezing cold. And where she lives, it can get down to minus. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully the dress code is not semi-formal because Laura might have boots on. I'm going to put some more of those because these are probably going to retire soon. Put some more up here. But yes, thank you for all the well wishes for the wedding. It went beautiful. Don't often get to tune and send it back later, mate, this morning. Love the cards. Thanks, Ray. Nice to have you on. We got through one workshop, Ray. That was the other day. Ray comes to my workshops. But this Sunday I've postponed for a couple of weeks because next Sunday is the day after on stage. I don't think I'll feel like doing a workshop. And then we're doing it the following Sunday. So all good. We'll get there. That is it. If you don't follow the directions too well for this folding, just play around. It will all be in the PDF, so go by that. And that's about all I've got to say. I did write some notes. I took my husband's advice. He never writes notes, and he's telling me I should write notes. Just about on stage. Hopefully it's going to go ahead. So looking forward to that. Oh, the other thing, there'll be no live next Saturday at all. If I get a chance, I'll post some photos from around on stage. We're limited to what we can share from on stage, but there won't be a live because I'll be in there. It goes from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so I won't be here for that. Thanks, Heather. Don't forget to watch for Monday morning's YouTube. It's well worth watching. It doesn't, I think it took me about 35 minutes to record because I've had all my pieces cut, a lot of the prep beforehand, so it's not a long video. I think that was about it. Yes, I'll put up a note through the week to say no live next Saturday for those that haven't watched me this morning. Thanks, Heather. Thanks, Amanda. And I shall catch you. I'll go and see what the weather's doing outside. It's nice and raining. It's greened up all our grass, which is lovely because it was just starting to die off and look terrible. And my husband spends a lot of time looking after the garden. So I shall go and have a look. I'll catch you all in 2 weeks' time, but I'll try and post some photos from on stage next week. Have a lovely week and stay safe if you're in Brisbane anywhere. Bye for now.